Hello, Golden Cream. How are you? Alright, I finished setting up here. Uh, okay, I was gonna do something. I was gonna connect while I switched, but I guess that's not working. Hopefully turn up the volume. That's still kind of quiet. Oh no, that should be loud enough, I think. I turned up a bit of the volume because I noticed last stream it was like really, really quiet. So hopefully this volume is good now. I'm gonna need time to warm up again. Hopefully everyone who's watching is doing good today. I went out for a couple of things to do. Guess I'll try that. Yeah. And I'll try a different movement ability this time. I'll go with, they nerfed jetpack. I'll go with Stim. Well, I'll keep this. Oh, you jump higher too? I didn't know that part. But yeah, hopefully everyone's doing good. I have ideas on what I want to stream next time, possibly. Unlucky, okay. The break was spawn killing me. I have in mind to play Rust soon. Spin, spin, spin! There you go. That always works. But not in the server or anything, because I've tried getting to a couple of servers and it never has what I want. I can't reload. Oh my goodness. Maybe I should have gone closer before doing that. Oh, I'm dumb. I forgot that absorbs you. It's not like Titanfall where you could just run by. But yeah, I was hoping to do like a rest thing, but like I've learned I managed to make a server on my own, so that's what I would want to be doing, like have the single player thing, cause like I'm still learning about how it all works really. Oh, the gun looks really good with the reflection there. Heh. The pistol stays alive. That's nice. Oh, it even did a slide. Well, I'll just take this real quick. No, I barely got it. That sucks. That's fair though. Yeah. Yeah, essentially that's the idea, is that I will just kind of do a single player like run of Rust. I don't know how to get any mods in to make the experience more comfortable. There we go. And yeah. Well, I guess I could just easily jump up here. So like the thing with Rust is that you have a like a base requirement on materials, and he's going to just I'm hilarious. And it would be nice to disable that, so I like, you know, in a world where there's no rating or anything, it would be nice for things to like kind of be permanently up. But like for a base, not like around the world, because I think it's not like the intended vision of the game. So it'd probably have to be like just the requirements of building a base is lowered a lot, because it is expensive if you don't know. But then again, I guess if I'm not building it of high quality materials, it doesn't really matter. Because nothing is like rating me, right? So it doesn't matter. Alright, it's a lot, 160 ping, crazy. There are dedicated servers that I want to try. Actually, I'll go back and see myself, see if I can try that again. A dedicated server. So let me try this. Alright, cool. No, no, it's just the server kicking me out. This one has no players in it right now. Nice. So I guess it'll just be a while until players come in. But yeah, essentially the idea was just I just want to play like an Explorer Rust without having to be scared stiff over players completely out of my league, you know? Because that's the problem with it, is that it works best if I have people that are in the same level as me, but like everyone playing is usually like knows all this pro strats and stuff. And normally that would be, you know, that would be like a no-brainer in terms of like any other game, you know, competitive like Guilty Gear. Yeah, some people in the top ranks are gonna be like that. They're gonna know everything. People in the what's it called? I wasted that. Oh wow, it's like a demo man charge. You slow down and just goes away. Oh, okay, so it helps with running on walls more. Oh, it's not even it's only 100% use. It's when like what he had a mini grenade launcher. What the heck? It's the secondary. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't, yeah, you can just turn it off and then use it again. That's crazy. That's a lot better than the Titanfall just being like a use thing. You have to wait for it to be charged. That's like, you just do a jump and then turn it off. There's some tech there. Yeah, look at that. You burst of speed, cancel it, and then nice. More people are joining. All right, thank goodness. So I just wish like I had people that would be interested, like new to that kind of game, and like be a good sport about it, because a lot of the people in obviously like normal lobbies and such, they're not good sports about it. They're absolutely not. They're freaking, you know, rude. I don't know how to say, but like it's this sense of like they don't. That's fair. I don't know, is it respect the right word in the end? Because it's not like really respect. They're playing the game the way they want to play it, which is fair. But the problem is, it's like you're facing with people, or sometimes facing with normal people that just wants to like play the game the way it's kind of seen, the way like in like basic levels, and then they're doing like huge tower fortresses or something, you know. And it's just like, I wanna. How did you know I was there? I guess he saw me fumbling around. But, you know. I missed! I missed. I love how everyone just targets the Titan. Like, we all just group focus usually. Anyway. So yeah, essentially that's just it, you know. Is that there's not a lot of respect for like little guys. I mean, there are some, but like the punishment is so high. I mean, you just get like raided by a good player, everything is gone. It's not like losing that match, and you don't gain, you don't lose anything other than like little points that don't matter. But like, you know, oh, he's coming. Oh Lord, he's coming. And he died probably. He's still trying to get up there. Yeah, this isn't good, like super long range. Oh, come on. I was gonna knife. Dog with a blog? Oh my goodness, it's been a hot minute since I've seen like that show as a kid. Or was I a kid when that was airing? Oh, I don't remember. Anyway, oh my god, that ragdoll. Ah, keep trying. It's whatever. I just feel sad, like when I want the, like my like ideal would be, hey, oh god, trying to see if I could get behind him so he doesn't see that I plant that on him. Ooh. That was crazy. Okay. I love this. I love this like mess of players just doing whatever. I like the team in attrition when that was still a thing. I got too close to that. For Titanfall, but this like mess is nice too. I'm not gonna expect anything, you know. Don't expect anything, especially when it comes to like an indie team. They're not gonna do anything close to the real deal that professionals made, you know. I mean professionals not in like they're better than these indie guys, but in the sense of they're being paid to do it, like a lot of money to do it, with lunchtime, right, and breaks, probably. I threw it. Give me that. There he goes. And nice. I like how the green fits the stem. And yep, with that, I'm top server with 1,000 points ahead. With that, oh my god. And the round's about to end too. Crazy if true, and I do be true. Yeah, I'll look for that. I'm checking something, see if I can get my tweet out. I need to promote the hell out of just everything nowadays. Someone see. Let's see if I can put it in Discord server real quick. Yeah, there you go. I'm glad someone noticed. Alright. Oh, I should change my audience to Titan because this server is not pleasant to the 3 rocket rule. That was a headshot, hell yeah. I'm out of here. It does nerf stim in that way that you can't just bail out of a fight that easily. But yeah, I'm not expecting anything from the developers. Not in the, like, I expect everything to be bad, but in the way I'm not gonna like think that they're gonna do something that, you know, that they haven't announced or anything, obviously. But yeah, about Rust specifically. Hi. How? What? Not a gentleman thing to do. I swear. Back here. About Rust. So like, it's just that everything's so competitive. Everything's such a rush, and I wish that wasn't the case. It actually poses to me like a very interesting question on how would you do that, you know? Because like it's like Civ, right? Like that like not real-time strategy. That strategy game that's about like, you know, like time periods and advancement. Like you need to catch up, otherwise the AI will like deck you with modern technology or something like that. Like that's essentially kind of like what Rust is on a fundamental level, just as an FPS builder, you know, in some ways. The jump height comes in handy, even just to pop it in real quick. What am I doing? Get up, thank you. Someone, no, that's not a Titan, that's 3 rockets. Someone has a Titan yet? I know I just said I was gonna switch and I keep forgetting. Yep, there's a Titan. Alright, let's see if I can do this. It worked, but if he can hide behind rocks, yeah, it doesn't work out, unfortunately. Oh, I got something. Destruction emulation. Oh, okay. So that was a delay. Oh boy. But you can boost with crouch real easily with that though. But yeah, essentially everyone is just like in a rush to like upgrade everything so they don't fall behind in Rust with like the weapons and such. And it's a bummer because like if you just take your time, it's not like things are more fun because you are at a disadvantage, especially with AI, because there are AI stuff to do for sure. But and then you're just more vulnerable to other players because they just have the means to do it, especially if they're in groups, which is the whole point. So that got me into thinking, like, how would you manage to handle that sort of ecosystem? The idea that things get, you know, you can upgrade yourself and such, and because of that, oh my goodness. That guy was chasing me for a while. I'm ranked 6. I haven't really been doing really well, huh? I'm just vibing anyway. I guess that kind of sounds like, oh, I'm not really trying. But I mean, I guess I'm not really if I'm commentating. Hello, that's a nice Titan you have. I'm gonna just put that there. That took half its HP. But yeah, it didn't really do much. Ah, Okay, now I'll switch to Titan. Like the common idea when it comes to like if you have upgrades in a multiplayer game, the simple idea is like, okay, make the people with upgrades like need to get more resources or something. But I don't know. Because that doesn't solve the core issue, because everyone has materials you want. You could make the materials kind of obsolete. Like, okay, you have this one tier of materials, and then you have this other tier that like usually like early players do not have. But then that just, is that like an illusion trick where players are gonna like build in a way to make it look like, yeah, we're early players, we don't have anything valuable. So that makes it, the problem's just still there, because you don't know if they have anything like valuable still stocked in their wares, right? Because like this is a behavior thing, right? This is a mood thing. This is not like a simple like how to make these players not dominate or anything. It's not just that. It's like, how do we make them play in a way that makes this like this communal, where they only raid because like both parties are kind of like in this agreement of like raiding is fun when both parties are there and active, and not like, well, we just want an easy way to get stuff, so we're just gonna raid while you guys are offline. Ugh. There was one server that had, well, it was protection at a certain time, so I didn't count. I think there was a server that had a like, you can't raid if the person's offline. I think there was one that made it optional. But I don't think anyone was playing, which was a problem. Nice. I'm on fourth now. Who the hell? Enjoy. Nice. Yep, I took out the other Titan. See, I'm smart. I can spawn another one. Even though the round's almost over anyway. It's black! Oh, I solved control. Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! I got third place. But yeah, it's just one of those things, right? It's one of those things where, I don't know, kind of can't figure out how to make the players play exactly the way you want to. Like, if they want to play something different, like, they'll just make it that way, right? I've never tried the other, long wheel of time, charge active. I will try this. Let's just see. But yeah, just the questions of game development, you know, very difficult to ask. How do you do certain things? It's kind of psychology if you think about it. Game design is psychology in a way, trying to get into the player's heads to make them behave the way you want them to and experience the way you want them to, right? But that is the whole reason of why, like, if I want to do stream of Rust, I'd want to do it in a... You know, someone gonna follow me? No. I want to do it in like a... not just private server, but like, you know, on my own server that I can like manage if people even do want to come in. Problem is, none of my friends. Oh, that is some lag. None of my friends are into that kind of game, unfortunately. Try to just send them back up. Was that the same guy? Whoa. Oh, destruction. Yeah, that helps a lot, actually. Oh boy, this is going to tank the frame rate a lot. Okay, so if this is destruction build, okay. All right, well, there's that. There's that. Fair enough. But yeah, there's the destruction. That does really add into gameplay. Give me... That was a really bad predict. God. A peek. Then he back off. That does a lot of damage. I could go to my secondary, but I want to just wait off for a sec. That's another Titan. I don't think I can destruction pill here. But I might be able with, or get assist. That too. Yeah, I'm about to die here. Do wish the eject was a little faster, but not like just faster. I mean like it would be nice to have what do you call it, the 3 button presses that you have in Titanfall, because that was something that you could push twice. Like it was the fun mechanic. It was like well, I think that's the emergency button. Yeah, I think if you were about to die, automatically it would set it up, but if you wanted to do it early, you have to press it 3 times as an emergency thing. I think that is different. Yeah, my memory is a bit old. I haven't played in so long, but I have the fondness of memories. I almost knifed them. Almost. All right, fine. You don't want to get knifed, you just get gunned down like normal. Oh boy. How did I miss? Destruction field? Yeah! Destruction pill always works. Yeah, because it would be nice to like leave here to grab that other Titan. So they just kill the guy. I don't know if that's too much, but just go here and then get out of here, and then do no damage apparently. Okay, never mind. I think so. Oh, someone tried to throw missiles, but Titans are invincible at first, so. How is that a headshot? Oh my god. It's a projectile. Oh, I got him. Well, I didn't kill him, but I at least did some damage to him that far. Crazy. Yeah, I'm down for the rocket, actually. That's fun. Destruction build! Oh my, oh! Destruction pill is so good. Oh my goodness. I am very happy for this. Yeah, now that I discovered destruction kills. Does a lot of damage. No, it's not gonna work, huh? Alright, escape. Escapee. Oh, I'm out. So over, bros. Could have killed him. It would be really nice to, I need to get out of here. Well, round's almost over anyway. It would be really nice to have a good community to play Rust with, just to, because I just don't want it always to be chill. That's not what I want. I would also want it to like have fights, but like when there is like, when like both teams are ready, when like the loss is acceptable, like there is some sense of, I think another thing that I wish would be in Rust, like everything, when I say everything gets destroyed, oh my god, when I said like everything gets like disappears in Rust, like I mean that everything gets destroyed. Like your base goes away, all your items are gone if the person does, you know, if the person does like steal your stuff, like everything is gone, you know. Inventory is like really big in that game, so you will be you know, you will die. That is a thing that is gonna happen. You will die, you will get raided, you'll lose your stuff. It sucks. But like the act of raiding isn't terrible. Like losing your stuff isn't bad if it's for like a cause, you know. Like losing, if there's one thing about games for sure, it's always that if you make the player lose progress, lose their time, lose their items, lose anything, the players hate that more than anything. Now that's weird to say in like a game in Rust where that's all you do essentially, but there's a difference, okay? There's a difference, and I think that difference is if the player has some sort of control over it, you know? Because the reason people base so hard is specifically to counter that damn thing. The fact that raiding like makes you lose everything, so they base as fast and as tough as they can so that they can't lose everything. Maybe it's frustrating when they do anyway, but usually they don't. I don't think so, at least. The bases I only see broken when like the people are no longer playing. Probably, right? Or they moved out and they just took everything to another base, right? I feel like it. I don't know if that's the case, but it feels like it, right? I'm not a top player, so I wouldn't know, you know? Right? Maybe I'm just delusional. You know, that worked out. Oop. I should change that button. Why do I have it on C? Well, actually, I don't think there's a button to get rid of a key, so I have to just bind it to something else. Alright. Where are the shooty boys at? I got destruction I want to use. There you go. That wasn't destruction, but at least I killed him. Oh, you're on the wall? Well, I'm just gonna do one of those. Yeah, this is really nice. I don't think you had a rocket launcher Titan in multiplayer in Titanfall 2. Only in single player. Oh my god, he just got evaporated. That means there's no writer for this. Can you do this? I don't know if that did it any damage. We can't control debris. There he goes. Don't know how much destruction does to Titans anyway. Oh, but yeah, either way. Someone marked me. I heard that. Oh no, it's just another Titan coming down. Hey! You're next to destructibles. What if I just did that? That did not work out the way I wanted to. Missed. Baka. There you go. All right, it's over. Somehow got an elimination with that, and I am lagging out the hell. But I'm in first place, so. What? I did not see a Titan there at all. Oh my god, excuse me, I did what now? Did I get rid of their Titan? I got rid of their Titan as I was landing. Was that just, I didn't even see close enough. That was a destruction kill. Because yeah, it took down the whole house. I'm kind of stuck here. I can't leave. What's my ping at? 123? Alright, that's not horrible, but still. I'm like 2,000 points ahead. Oh my god. And I'm still marked. That's insane. Did that do heavy damage? Oh, I think it did. But I'm also getting hit with heavy damage by that laser charge, so. I hear it. Yeah, he definitely noticed that. Didn't know where it came from. Rob, never mind, he did. So he didn't notice, like, he took a chunk of health. But no, it shows up on the screen. It probably does. They probably know. Nice. You know what would be funny too? With collision kind of being wonky, it's not. I don't think this should be done right now. But if they get, like, you know, the servers like more optimized or something like that, it would be really fun to see Titan squishing the pilots again. That was a funny little feature. Look at how much destruction there is because of me. Probably me. Maybe another Titan with the laser gun. It seems like it also does explosives. Get notifications. Oh my god, screen shake. Get out of here. Alright, it's time. Killed myself, that's okay. Oh, look at that. Nice Titan for me to hold. That I messed up. No! Keep spinning. Damn it. I'm now it's still 2,000 points essentially. Oh, now they're starting to use the rocket launcher after seeing me use it a lot, huh? You get your Titan so quick if you're really good. And I'll just hop right in. Hi. I'm invincible while I have this thing on me, so. First place by like how much? 5. Oh my goodness, someone actually caught up real soon. That was 2,000 last I saw. That was like a minute or two ago, huh? All right. This game is really fun. I really enjoy it. But it is getting hot in here, so I think I'm gonna turn on the AC real quick. I forgot to turn on my VTuber for a sec. Oops. I didn't say much, but I did forget for a sec. These things disappear just because I haven't streamed in a while. How fast you go. Man, I've been sleeping on this. Nice. How did I get hit from there? Get out of here. I was in a fight. Let me just dance across the whole map real quick. Oh, really? I fell. He's just destroying the whole map. I don't know why I even zoom in. It's really bad. Man. Yeah, for the Rust server to really work, like I was talking about earlier, like what really needs to happen at that point, like it's not just like a couple of players, it would be a lot of people that like get that mentality too, right? That requires a lot of community. Like good community too, right? That kind of like understand how it feels. Come on. I know you like your wall runs. I'll get you as you grapple. Ah! There he goes. Finally caught him when he's out of his little toy. Honestly, I should playing the gauntlet like that with that on. How did I get killed and not the other guy? God dang it. Just fuck it, right? You're top 3. That's great. There's only 3 people here anyway. Oh, now I'm second. How did you survive that? Oh my goodness. Ah. Could have had that maybe. I'm stuck. Well, this is my life now. I want to try some gauntlet runs just to see if I can do better with stim, because that wall climbing does help in a certain place. Well, for the whole thing, but now knowing that it's only percentage based. That may be helpful. I'll try a bit. SMG was fun. Stim. Okay. Let's see if this does any better. Does it remember my time? Yeah, it says personal best 29 seconds. Hi, Winter. Been a long time. Yeah, Gunny Yuki. I know. I named and thought of you. And you brought a bot with you. Great. God dang it, Winter. How could you? This is my pet. You gotta wonder how many like the early subscribers of a Twitch is like fake viewers. Just to like get them off the ground, and then like they actually get popular and they stop doing that just because they have fans now. You ever wonder about that? Could be a thing. Nah, it doesn't seem like it. Either I'm using this wrong, or this power is not the way to go. It might be only for like sections that require boosts like this. Maybe. Yeah, then you just turn it off. Activate it. Don't go any faster though, that's the problem. You jump higher, you don't go that fast, at least not on this map. Because you need a long running start to build up that speed, and you still need to aim at targets. So I think I will stick with the grappling hook. I feel like that's what this was made for. Because watch this. I picked a bad time to reload. I still had 30. I still had 30. Oh shoot, I messed up. Supposed to grapple just to get the speed and then go through. Still a second faster than using the stim. Funny. Yeah, I hope you've been doing well, Winter, and everything. I might switch to another game in a sec. Not sure what game at the moment. And I have plenty in the Steam game player that I haven't touched yet. I could also do another round of Puzzle Bobble again, though. Like, I'm sick of it. Oh, it's over. It's so over. You can see my personal best is 29 seconds. So, At least that doesn't go away. My record still stands. I'm not a fraud. Yeah, I cannot do this. I gotta do that well. Man. Alright. So I'll be right back. I'll see what other game I'll get ongoing right now. But so just give me a quick second. There you go. I updated the title and everything. I did a round of this earlier. I don't think I'll do a full round. Right here, come check this out. As I can do a little bit of this old childhood shooter game I had played back then. I'll go. I doubt I'll go all the way from the beginning, but I don't want to do hard. I want to beat regular 1cc first, and then I'll start doing hard. Yeah. I think as a kid, I always had just the demo, so it always what do you call? Actually, give me a sec. You know, sometimes I do a keybind and then somehow stills and like, cause I'm just like, oh, I totally won't activate this keybind, and then somehow I still activate the keybind. Okay. I don't get myself sometimes. It's like I do I was like, oh, I'm sure I will never press this combination of buttons. Yeah, I do. I'm silly. By the way, I still remember playing this. I was way younger, and it was only the demo. I don't know how I got that. I honestly don't remember how I even got the demo for the game, and I already blew up great. Oh, I wasn't planning to do a full run. Well, maybe you can see that is the highest score I've gotten, but that's not beating the game. I didn't 1cc it. Actually, I could just practice the last stage. That's what I need more with. You can choose the. I'll do all areas because I need to. Okay. Because that's just where I lose all my lives. Actually, this and the last area. So let me actually go back to area 4 instead. I've been like before, like I think like a month ago, maybe. I've been playing a lot of Zero Ranger. Instead, it's just a Z Ranger. And this game is still harder in a strange way. Well, not a strange way. It's actually kind of obvious. It's just more unforgiving than Zero Ranger. Zero Ranger is actually really like it's really forgiving as a shmup. Which is again weird why Void Stranger is so unforgiving as a puzzle game. I can't help but just riffed on the fact of like, you know, the funny thing is I've never so like aside from another like super cryptic puzzle game, I haven't finished The Witness. No, I'm out of power-ups, and that does not help, but I'll take it anyway. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I didn't see him. it would be nice to finish it someday, but I don't know. Take the time to do it. I don't know if even streaming it would be nice. I am screwing up so much. You know what? I'm restarting this. Is this from the stage? Okay, that's from the area. I did change the stream name, did I? Just want to double check. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay, now with the power, that should be a little slightly easier. Slightly. And that is if I don't lose it. Which is really easy to lose, because you just have to get hit once. And that's kind of also like why I had a hard time with... well, I lost it because of time and I couldn't get the other power up, so... Ah! But whatever. Oh, no, couldn't reach that. Just gotta be good at dodging. But like, oh damn it, I had something in mind. I was gonna say something about a game, not Word Stranger. It was something else. Oh, yeah, the witness. Like, it had some cool moments for me, so I really like it for that reason. It had some really cool moments. I just it's just a lot, I guess. Not really. I just need to like remember, and that's the thing about a puzzle game. It doesn't like really help you try to remember like what you've been doing, what you learned. Like, is this a puzzle or is this just a thing I already solved that I can like de-solve, because that's the thing you can do with the witness. You can de-solve puzzles. Not all of them, but like some of them, I guess. It's not even de-solving, because you're intended to like, it will do something and then you want to change it to something else so you get access to this other thing. I don't know. Oh. I got my own lightning now. Get out of here. It is weird to like actually play the rest of this game. Well, at least when I did the first time. Not like it's still weird now.
Power down.
Safe, please. And that's not what I want. I want the extra guns. Super broken. You know what's another game? Gotta play a bit of Star Fox. I would like to have to have a chair play it because he hasn't played it before, and it is really entertaining little piece of thing. But I recently got to play, like, what do you call it? The I recently got to play Star Fox Assault multiplayer, of all things. Of all things. And it was fun. Like, it was kind of janky, but you know, the GameCube era was made for the jank bros. That's what it was made for. GameCube was so janky. Everything was like bugs or glitches, just low development time. It's like, this feels unnatural. Well, we're keeping it in the game anyway, so it doesn't matter. Any of that. Just to maximize the power-up time. This actually is probably a good weapon right now because everything's spread out. Nothing's too much focus fire. Well, that was. But not this section. Nice. Forgot another still some. Yep, those projectiles are fast. I mean, I think like in terms of like what I would want to stream, probably Rust. Oh no, I missed the one. Well, I had maximum time on power-ups anyway. It actually doesn't matter. I actually think this is like relief time for how hard the game has been. Laser is only brought up at like this and the last stage. This is kind of like yeah, we're having fun now. And I think I will do the rest idea another time. Oh shoot. I was trying to avoid these things. Oh. I'm gonna pop one balloon of this thing and then destroy it. Not destroy the whole damn thing, but you know what? I got my gun, so I don't care. The other one would have been a 1-up. Guarantee it. Now look at this destruction! And we lost everything. It's the freaking homing bullets! This section would have been fun to 3 lasers. Okay, whatever, it's fine. It's just for funsies. I'm not like, this is not a real run. I was greedy. Beaten by my own levels of greed. The game does provide power-ups if you don't have any, or in a bit. But yeah, essentially, it's still hard just because you can lose it and then actually be kind of like, well, I'm weaker now. Thing is also, I know there's a bunch of stuff you can do in Rust, but I feel like what makes it exciting is like player events that can be interrupted, and I just wish I had somebody, you know, people that can actually like run in, and then we're in the same skill level, so maybe they will win, maybe I will win, who knows, right? It'll be interesting. He shoots so fast too. Ah!
Power down.
You can't like destroy them. I mean, I couldn't destroy him before it was able to shoot. No, that pattern is so hard to kill because they attack. There you go. Okay, I'm happy. But that pattern is still really difficult to like fight back if you're not ready for it because they're shooting at you, so you want to move away.
Power down.
So much stuff going on. Oh boy. You can't. It's hard to get through this. Oh my goodness. I should just probably just stay back and not even bother. Oh my goodness. So bad at the game. I still want to. I didn't realize that's not a background object. Oh, I just ran into and crashed into the building. God dang it. Man,
Wide shot.
I do want to once to see it. I feel like it's just like
Power down.
part of the, I don't know. Did I not get a reward for that? I usually get a reward for that. I'm gonna burn. I'm burnt. This is. I don't normally burn this many lives in this stage. But I guess I am playing carelessly. So. Yeah, I'm definitely playing carelessly.
Wide shot.
Look at that.
Wide shot. Power down.
Definitely shouldn't have ran into that, but I looked away and I thought, oh, the bullet's probably further than where I am. Nope. You like the music though. See, okay, you know what? I'll tell you an actual experience I had in Rust. Because this was fun. I found, well, I didn't find, I went to a place that was like an excavator? Is that what it's pronounced? Oh my god, I'm bad at English. And excavator, I think, yeah. And it's just to dig up materials. So like what happened was, you know, I went there to turn it on, you know, used whatever I saved up for you know, the sake of for me to get materials. I got all this material and I went over there and it's just a bunch of NPCs, like so many. And it's like, okay, I need to prepare a little more for this. So, you know, go back to base, get more stuff. Oh boy, get more stuff, more healing, more everything, more like everything possible. Just like get as much as I can. And then I narrowly missed that. Oh boy. So go back, start attacking. I don't mean to have homing missiles, but to just take care of some of the aiming for me and focus on getting rid of the homing missiles, the ones that are for me, and the homing missiles will do the rest for my side. I got hit anyway. Well, we'll recover that fast. So essentially, like, It was great. This raid was really fun. It was dangerous because, like, man, and you just like take a couple of hits and you're almost out.
Power down.
It just ran into me. So that was fun. Yes.
Fireball.
Can they not shoot extra fire? Actually, I think this is the one weapon that doesn't work with the power F. With their little guns.
Power down.
Alright. So... Ow. No, I missed it. Ah. So after a long time making sure I'm not going to get shot by an NPC, getting everything I could around the place,
Rockets.
and then starting up the machine,
Power down.
finally, like getting it going, and I actually wasted a bunch of fuel first because I didn't know like what to do after it turned on. So I then had to go and like I wasted a ton of fuel, and then finally I was like, oh, you press this button to actually like start digging what material you want. I felt like oops, I felt like a dummy because of that. And so yeah, essentially it was just that. It was just a pure, oh boy.
Power down.
It was getting the material, but while I was going on, I saw a player. In just walking around, and they didn't notice me because it was far. So I was just gonna be like, what if I just get up like as close as I can and then take a couple of pot shots? And I got them down. Like they died and everything. I don't think they had that much stuff,
Fireball.
but they had a nice backpack at least. And then I feel kind of bad because they're like, what the heck, man? Like, why'd you do that or something? But at the same time, it's like I was in a position that like I couldn't risk anybody like around that could like stab me in the back, right? So I feel like that's just kind of like that's the norm. That makes sense. If you're in an area that like you gotta watch your area, like outside of your safe zone. I feel bad though. I left his items there anyway, but I really wish that like, I really wish it was more of just like, well, you know, I should have been looking. Yeah, I should have been more careful. And then, yeah. The other thing too, that was fun. I didn't realize that was a balloon. Oops. The other thing that was cool was after turning it on, getting the materials. I think it's server wide, like you could hear it or something. So there was someone in chat that was like who told you could turn that? That's mine or something like that. Like it kind of in character, I could tell. Oh boy, hang on, give me a sec. I had something came up. I had to take care of real quick. What was I talking about this story? So essentially, yeah, someone was playing in this character. Understandable. Phoebe, you know me. Paul called me. No, not the balloon. It wasn't Paul, actually. This guy in chat in Rust playing this up, but I was thinking like, okay, what if, like, you know, maybe there was a case, right, that like some people would be around, right? So I am being very defensive. I start being very defensive. I start like making sure I'm crouching. I'm very stealthy. Just overall making sure I'm like trying to be very like careful if anyone tries to sneak up to me and everything, right? And essentially, like, I'm not doing very well at all. Man, I should just play the first stage for chills. I don't think I'll stream that long right now, since I'm actually getting kind of hungry. I want some snackies, but I'll just do stage 1 because it's nostalgic to me, I guess. It never happened, but like that feeling of like being careful, like expecting something, right? It would have been it is a nice feeling to be cautious and stuff, because it's not like an AI or anything being like, I am coming over there to, you know, get, I don't, whatever, and you know, because you're the good guy and I'm the bad guy. And no, it's just another player. You don't know their intentions, right? I find that really nice. I like that feeling, even if I lose, you know, like it's the attempt that like matters. But it's just hard to have someone in the same skill level as that, because like it's like an open survival game, so like no one's on the same page usually. Some people are better, so how do you prevent them from like dominating the server, right? It's just one of those things. It was kind of all in vain though, and it really sucks, because after all that, I safely get back to base, deposit all the material I had back in, right? And then next morning, go like, or not, maybe not next morning, but after a couple of days, go back into the server, and it's like, well, everything's destroyed. Everything's destroyed. All my stuff is gone, which is again fair. And it's really funny too that happened, because like I had in my base for the longest time just made out of like wood, and then because of that raid, the raid for materials I did, it was like, okay, maybe I should upgrade to something, you know, more you know, stronger, since I have a bunch of stuff now. I can afford it. It's not that hard. So I improved my base, and that's when I get raided. Like it's the illusion thing again. If you make your base look crappy, no one's gonna bother with it. But if you don't do that, if you make it tough enough, you have to be as tough as possible, otherwise people are gonna believe you have some good stuff in it. So here's my game design like thoughts in terms of like how this would work out, because I have an idea to make like this sort of survival game and fantasy isekai kind of fantasy thing, because I feel like it's not like I feel like, oh, everything I make is a success, because a lot of my ideas are kind of dumb, but I feel like Minecraft survival is really well known for that reason in multiplayer servers, being able to like, it's not like in the way where you know, it's not like Rust in that way, but like the popularity of multiplayer like Minecraft worlds like definitely shows that there is an interest in this. It's just the way these games are designed aren't focused on that, and can't really like depend on them as much, you know. So like here's the thing. If it was some kind of radio. There has to be some like protectiveness on your base, and like a thing to make it so that strong players don't attack the weak bases, and weak players obviously won't foolishly attack the strong places. But actually, no. Actually, scratch that. No. Have the players like want to do that as like a thievery thing, right? Like they're like little small-time thieves, rogues that could sneak in, steal a little bit, and then jump out, right? They would be little thief classes in this like fantasy world like game, right? So what I had in mind was like, okay, survival players probably could like get away with I feel like camping is such a big deal when it comes to like the fantasy worlds. Like they just like set up shop. They don't build a house or anything. They just set up shop somewhere, and then like that's it. That's their that's their, you know, sleeping area, right? Temporarily. I feel like I don't think like it needs to be something like that, because you know that's for sleep. Like that's for you go to sleep, next day skipped, right? You can't do that in a multiplayer game, obviously. But as a rest spot or a respawn thing, right? It would be a it'd be an interesting like quandary to go after. Like how would this be? Like instead of storing inventory, like early game players would like very minimal inventory. Like the aspect of like saving materials or whatever, not like super available to them, right? That should be a must, first of all. Because if you give the players the idea that, oh, these materials, I need to save them, because it should be like you can't literally do nothing with them. Like there's literally nothing you could do for it. You don't need to hoard these. Like there's no point. Have a focus for new players that their like main drive is to just get better weapons, get better like gear. Ah, damn! I just missed that little ship. That has usually the funny weapons. That should be like the goal of new players. Okay, so then we have like slightly not new players. Okay, they have their camp set up and everything. They got equipment. They can survive. They got a food source, like for a bit. Okay, and then it's this like little shack time, like maybe like a little shack. It doesn't do anything to them. They could store some things, but they can't really do much other than just like have a safe place to rest. Start like developing like farm or something like that. Like it'd be like the farm section where they can loot something, they can store it. I feel like some kind of progression would like really go hard. Have something that like new players can work for, that like the, you know, end game players don't like really need it. So like the idea that, okay, they have a little shack of a house, but like they can upgrade it, and they can with upgrades they have better survival chances. They can craft better tools or something like that, right? That would be a reason to you know, what you call it, a reason to go and like grind some low-level mobs, right? And there is that, like low-level mobs, all right? But there needs to be some progression. So that progression would be like, okay, I'm gonna upgrade my base. I'm gonna I love how satisfying the buildings get destroyed. Like that's so satisfying. It would be like little buildings get the little shack gets upgraded, you know, better crafting materials. They level up. I don't know if there would be a level up system, but level up in like gear, right? Level up in gear, level up in weapons, level up in that aspect. Have the idea that they can oh, I see you.
Fireball.
Okay, so that is still hypothetically, so it's not like fleshed out or anything, but it's just like saying out of my butt. Just kind of thinking. So like, okay. So after that, what happens, right? So I think there would be like some kind of side quest-esque thing with like some roaming shop merchants or something like that, right? Like, hey, I need this deal done, I'll get you this material. So like, what's end goal? Okay, you got your place, you got your shack. Like, do you just want to stop there? No, because there is an end goal in mind. You gotta have an end goal, and the end goal for strong players would essentially be having like a kingdom, right? Very big end goal. The idea being that like at first you're surviving, you're just trying to get after your survival, and then after, because like I feel like, I don't know, here's the idea with having kingdoms be a thing, having like a, you know, that kind of sense. I hit the wire, oops. A shack wouldn't attract like mobs of enemies. That's the idea. A kingdom would. You'd get raided not just by players, probably, not by other like opposing kingdoms, but like by mobs. So that's why it's like an end game thing, because then as a player, your only focus is survival. Getting food, getting like water, whatever, like just surviving. Maybe it's, I don't think it would be like Don't Starve level where everything's out to get you. The new player needs to be like, if I don't like interact with stuff I'm not supposed to, then I'll live kind of mentality, right? Like, oh boy, there's like King Goblin over there in the horizon. I'm just gonna leave so that I don't have to deal with it, right? But like, people are trying to start kingdoms and stuff, they need whatever like that's drop, like whatever King Goblin drops. So they want to fight it, and they're prepared enough to fight it. They have a shack, they have their materials, they have their items to fight it. They want to fight it because it yields stuff, the stuff they need to like make this huge big kingdom. And at first make it not even that like big. I mean, that ship again. You can never see it on a glance because you have to actually move up to pan the camera. So like, so the kingdom would be very small. Like the castle would be like, it wouldn't even be a castle even. It would just be like a building that's like, all right, this is the governing body. You know, this is whatever, the captain or whatever. Oh, there you are. Give me that. But you want to upgrade it because then you get like more houses, more people around it, more storage spaces, more like I don't know, something. Hi, Red Dot. I did not realize there was a homing missile. Hi, Riding Wings. You got me hit by a missile because I looked at chat and I thought the boss was gone, and it wasn't. So this body is not curvy. I have a curvier model in this. Have you seen the nun? Have you seen the nun that I have? Hang on. Because I have this one. That's crazy. I haven't used it at all though. I've been using this for the time being. Of course you would. Riding Wings, have you played Titanfall? I don't know if I'll bring the nun back. I really like the design, but I find this one a lot cuter, even though this one has a limited color palette. I mean, it's a mix. Why are the settings are still up? Oops. I guess it's just in a mood. Then you also train my voice. I want to sound more feminine, just to match, just as a funsy. I'll go ahead and just equip this. You do not have it nor anything that could run it. It would definitely not run this other thing then. Yeah, it was just a new. Oh, thank you. There was this new game made by this indie indie like two guys that essentially is replicate. It's just a Titanfall 2 clone. Not 1-to-1, but like close. That the mechanics and everything. I'm super impressed by it. Super impressed by it. It's already super fun, but yeah, if it can't run Titanfall, it definitely cannot run that game. But that's pretty unoptimized. You know what? This one's fun. Do this stage and I'll probably call it a day.
Okay.
I love the graphics details. Actually, Red and Wings, since you know what, I've showed this game enough. Let me activate classic. Just that means silly weapons are actually going to be turned off, but do it. I go with black borders and everything. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess I haven't beaten the game in this version. You know what? Might as well. Or maybe at least just one area. This is the same stage essentially, but about that like isekai like MMO style, you know, because of Rust Daisy inspired or something. I don't know. Like that's so like beginner players would just focus on survival, having a little shack or even just a campfire if they're really early, just to, you know, recover. And then the high-end players, like the actual guys on the top, would be they would be the sense of like, hey, like making a cast, making a kingdom, you know, getting this this sense of, hey, like, you know, we need rare materials, so we actually gonna go out and look for enemies worth fighting to get to like upgrade our stuff. So in this I guess in this example there's a thing though. It's like, do I want early game players and late game players to interact, or because of this do I want them like separately? Because maybe I still want them to interact, but maybe not like in a combat way. Like hypothetically in this fictional game that I'm thinking of in my mind that maybe one day I can develop when I have a budget or something, like, oh, you don't lose your power up when you die. You do. I'm gonna get a game over in the first stage. But yeah, in this hypothetical like game, I guess, like, is there a reason that endgame players would encounter newbie players? So like the question in that sense is like, do I want them to like fight? Because obviously the endgame players would have better equipment. So the answer is no. But do I still want them to be seen? Like a little bit of a, hey, new player, like you look like you need some help, you know, kind of deal. Or like a recruitment process where an endgame player sees a new game player, like, hey, you want to join like this kingdom? So that way like our kingdom grows now that, or does that like kind of skip the progression to just like have a guy, because that's like the Don't Starve equivalent of being like entering a server and saying, where is base, right? Because that's what it is. That's what it is. It's like you if you don't know about Don't Starve together, there is a common annoyance for some players that they join a server and then the server, like the first thing they say is, where is base? There's no magnetization? Okay. Like the first thing they say is, where is base? And it annoys a lot of people because usually, like, I don't know, it annoys me too in a sense when, like, I don't think that happened that much when we did streaming, but I can understand it because in this instance, like, the person isn't bothered enough to like go out and survive for a bit to look for it or run into something. They're just like being like, all right, where's the place? I'm just gonna steal a bunch of stuff and then use it for my own, like, you know, deeds or whatever. Like, they're not putting in the work to actually like look around and explore, you know. They just want to skip progression. Like, I'm tired of it early game, just like get me to base. I want to, you know, do that. So with that that being said, like, maybe they won't do that. Maybe there is like kind of exclusion. Maybe it's a good idea because people do exclude like others from their bases and stuff. Like, no one's being like, hey, I have a huge base. Anyone want to come team with me? Because you can always grief it. You know, they're not gonna trust random strangers. So if that's the case, the other thing is I don't want early game players to act like beggars, right? To have early game players to be like, oh, new good player, please, like, give us some monies or whatever. What did I die with? You know? Oh, that is a waterfall texture and a half compared to the reclaimed version. That's funny. Ah, nostalgia though. I freaking still remember that. I feel like this was like peak art when I played as a kid, even though I barely knew what art was as a kid because it was stupid. So I guess in that instance, I don't want them to interact. But then again, is that even an interactive, like, huge world? Oh, Pulse was in this game. I thought Pulse was a new weapon type. Because what I'm thinking is some enemies early game would be like on the surface, right? They'll just be walking around. But then there'd be like actual dungeons that would spawn that you can enter, and there would be like cave systems, and there would be multiple. So like there's different entrances. There's not just like the one, right? And it's like that's cool, right? So like it would be really nice to have this sort of connectivity in terms of like this person is getting through the dungeon for this reason and this other person is getting through the dungeon for this reason. Like that would be an interesting thing to add to it, right? But then again, the question serves, do I want players to interact with them? Like, if I want newbies to get in there for a reason or another, like good equipment or weapon or just money or just a quest isn't down there or just for materials, like there has to be a common goal, not to have everyone in there, but like most, like some in there, that there's a chance you'll run into someone in there, right? I guess it would be specifically only for new player, like end game players, right? Okay, so here's a dynamic then. Early game players probably don't like get to see end game players, like super end game, but like maybe mid gamers, like fighting big bosses, like entering dungeons. So I'd say, you know what? Yeah, maybe early game they won't interact with the dungeons, but they see the boss fights as they walk around and try to loot like little bases and such, right? To become mid game, and then mid game enter those dungeons while still avoiding big fights, just to this is a different song. Just to get better equipment and armor, right? Like do that. Yeah. And then they fight the big stuff in the surface with quests, like to get the money and resources maybe from NPCs to start a capital, to start a kingdom, a very shitty one. And then they have to fight like dungeon bosses to upgrade them. So that's cool. But where, and then you're probably asking like, okay, then where is like the player interaction? Where is like the raiding? Other than like, you know, players trying to sneak into other players. Well, that is one, first of all. Like thievery can happen, right? Oh, they actually have some like HP to the crates instead of the original, where it's just like one shot. So like, okay, let me think. Because in this aspect, right? Competition early game players competition, probably like not really. Probably early game players would actually like help each other more than just than actually fight each other, right? Fucking as much damage. There we go. That was fast. And no magnum. Is this done? Did I beat it too fast? Oh, it was that obstacle. Magnetized. Yeah. So early game players would not fight each other. Mid game players, maybe they would see the resources to like upgrade their shack and stuff as probably like a, hey, I wanna fight, right? Like, I need this material. It's not an easy material to get. I want to fight you because I don't want you like taking it from me. What the hell? You came early. Cute. Yeah. I'll be up there in a minute. Surprise visit. I thought it was later. Ow. So, mid-game players would fight each other. Late-game players definitely would fight each other. And in fact, no, not even like... So, like, mid-game players would fight each other on like, proximity. Like, if they're in the way, that's the interaction I would want them to have. Like, oh, you're here. You have materials that I want. But because you're here, you're in this dungeon, you're in this boss, we're gonna fight over it. You know what I really like? In Wizards 101, there was this old like little fight that early players can do. It would have been really nice to like have a thing where players would actually help each other fight a boss, but then start fighting over the loot, right? Because like that would be really nice. That would be like, if I can influence that to happen, that'd be cool. Well, I was gonna continue as far as I could, but I got a game over, so I'm gonna stop here. And then late game players would actually raid each other, aside from like monster AI that would actually raid them to give them the incentive to actually defend as well. It needs a lot of thought more, so maybe I'll make a game design doc in the future, do some drawings. Heck yeah. Alright, I will stop here for today. So next time, I think I will try doing that Risk server thing idea, maybe. Hopefully some people would be okay, like seeing that, just seeing the progress of that. And maybe I could have people like join in the server. If any, like I'm running this like locally as well, so it's not gonna be to catch the next stream. I'm sorry I never have a schedule because it's always like a spur of the moment and I can't commit. But maybe I should have a general schedule. I should have like a maybe list, right? It should have like a maybe I'll stream list, like the day before. I probably won't do that tomorrow. I might do that next week because the next 4 days I can't do it. I have work. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Been sharing golden picture you did of me. You have? Did I remember doing that? Oh my god, it's 7. You know, I thought it'd be earlier, and I'm surprised how late it is. Oh, you know what? Some Neko streaming. Old streamer friend. Why not? Alright, until next time, I'll see you guys around the wasteland.